Now let's see why we should create a software. When thinking to have an activity as a software expert, there is one area that takes a great deal of effort, analysis, time, and skill. That is determining what to create the software for. So you need to think, I want to create software, but for what? You need to spend some effort and analysis on that. What will it do for the end user? So I have to think about the people going to use it and what they will do with my software. You basically have three choices. The first one is subcontractor for a private industry. So you can be a subcontractor for any private industry. You go to work as an employee or as a subcontractor for another company that has a need for one or more software products, and you write to their design and to meet their specifications. Just you get already inputs and you write the code. That's it. This is a way to create software. Another way is you are a subcontractor for a government organization. So you become a subcontractor or a prime on a government contract, and you write that to their design or to meet their specifications. Or then you can build your own software company, and this is maybe what you want. You start your own company, but then the choice of the software is up to you to figure out. So this is under your responsibility. Before, as a subcontractor, you just get inputs, specifications, and so on. You just need to produce software. You don't have to ask yourself or anyone else why you should do this and how. In that regard, you have three choices. You have to find and create the application or software and sell it yourself, so that you do everything. Or you hire or make a deal with someone that has an application design that you think will sell. So just you give some specification to someone, and this person maybe already have an application design and can develop completely for you or customize for you. Or you find some existing applications or piece of code that you can improve on without violating a copyright. So there are a lot of open source code around the world. You can get them and you can customize them for your final product. So this is also a huge help for you. If you opt for the choice 3, you might consider using the 3 criteria for selecting what you want to sell. The first one is there should be a large potential market. The internet usually satisfies this, but you have to reach the market via the internet, so an application for very young children will probably not be seen by that market segment on the internet. So the internet is not enough sometimes. It depends on the audience. And what market exposure tool to use on the internet can make a difference in how much effort and time it takes. There should be zero or very little labor involved with each sale and maintenance post-sale. Imagine an application that allows a query help screen and each user asks an average of 1 question per month that takes you in 1 minute to answer. At a sales level of 10,000 buyers, you're up to 2,000 hours per year, full-time employment for one person basically, in labor just to answer questions. If you sold the product for $10, you would have collected $100,000, but within 3 or 4 years, you have paid out more in labor that you collected. So pay attention on all these aspects. So you need to reduce the number of labor, the amount of labor on that, especially maintenance. Labor cost per customer should be limited to, at most, the 1 incident of when they buy the software, and that should be less than 1/10 of the amount they paid for the software. So if you do maintenance contracts, just make as an amount something that is 10 times more than the service that they are going to request. Otherwise, you will go bankrupt. For instance, you sell the product for $100 and it costs you 5 minutes of time to transact each. Third, You have to have a product that will tell you if it is going to be a success very quickly. So your final product, the product you're going to produce, is something that you're going to sell very quickly. You have to know that. The amount of time depends on a lot of things like cost, market exposure, the general economy, and so on. The idea is that you do not want to pursue something that is not going to be successful. So you need to identify something successful and you have to do it soon.